Coach, how do you just evaluate your guys' performance here tonight?
I don't like to evaluate like that. You know, ask me a question that I can answer.
What did you think of the way that they played and just in general, their performance, their effort?
I thought the first quarter, Houston made a lot of threes, and you know, it was 37-23. Then we battled back in the second quarter. They got out on us again in the third. You know, once again, you know, if you look at the numbers, we shot 46% from the field, 89 from free throw line. You know, we're right there rebounding wise. We had 46 points in the paint, and we had 18 second chance points. They had 18. We had more fast break points than them. But it came down to we shot 24% from the three, 5 for 21. Yes, 5 for 21, and they shot 16 for 40. And that was the difference in the game. If you look at the score of 14 points, and I tried a lot of different combinations, you know, trying to get some spark that maybe we got closer. So if we went back with the starters, we'd have a chance, you know, to maybe win the game. But you know, the only spark we had was when we went back to the guys that had started, and you know, it was too little, too late.
With the discrepancy in three-point shooting, you knew that they were going to shoot a lot of threes, but how did you feel that you guys defended that, and do you think that you could have contested that or not allowed them to make 16 of those?
You could say that type of stuff, but you know, when you're out that far, there's a lot of those shots that will be available at different times. I thought there were times they had open, and there was times when we were up on them. But you know, when you have a player like James Harden, and he's attacking and doing what he does, there's going to be opportunities for the three-point shooters. We just don't make them. I can't explain why, but when you have a big discrepancy like this here, it causes a number of things. One, you can sag in and help on pick and roll a lot better. You can help on post plays a lot better. In fact, they were double teaming Joe, taking the ball out of his hands. We'd swing it around and we'd miss a wide open three. So those types of things you know, hurts. But you can win without making threes. You can win without making threes. The problem is that, you know, we turned the ball over 16 times for 19 points, and we turned the ball, I forget how many times in the first half, which just killed us, especially in the first quarter. You know, when you play a team like Houston, you got to be near perfect. You know, you got to execute, you got to make shots, you got to control the pace, you got to rebound, and you got to take away some of the things that they do well. Harden got 30, got the free throw line 8 times, and they still got 43 seconds. So we didn't do a good job in any of those areas.
Coach, just one explanation from the referees on the altercation between KG and just what happened there and why they didn't you know, eject Howard also.
Because they said that it didn't look like Howard threw a punch. Said he was a half punch or open hand. Wasn't much of a punch in their mind when they looked at it.
I don't get you in trouble. Did you agree with that assessment?
It doesn't matter whether I do or not. That was a decision that was made, and we all have to live with it.
You alluded to the shooting earlier. In the beginning of the season, you guys talked about a strength being your shooters. So you had to reevaluate or reset how you want to coach this team, given how you guys have shot.
Well, no, we can't. I mean, we're playing the way we need to play. You know, if we could go inside every time, I'd go inside every time, but we can't do that. Our strength is playing in the pick and roll, trying to attack the basket, trying to create shots on the perimeter. I mean, they weren't making them. I thought early in the season we made a lot of shots and we scored a lot of points. But as the season's gone on, we haven't made very many shots. We've had certain games. I mean, you look at the Charlotte game. I mean, we shot the lights out. We've had a couple of games at home where we shot the ball extremely well. Not flat out shooting the lights out, but we shot the ball well enough to win games. But I can't answer why.
Cool, but with KG, do you sense that he's perhaps a little frustrated right now?
I don't know. You'd have to ask KG that. I'm frustrated. If I'm frustrated, I'm sure that they are as a team, not individually, but as a team. I mean, the guys that aren't shooting the ball well probably are frustrated as well.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wait, one more.
Just
I know Harden's a tough cover, but what about tonight made it so difficult for you guys to stop?
Same thing, it makes it difficult for everybody else in the league. He can shoot threes, he can handle the ball in pick and roll, he can drive to the basket, and he gets to the free throw line. I mean, there you have it.
First of all, just talk about your game tonight personally, and what was so effective against a team like this?
Well, they are such a good offensive team. They let a lot go on the other end, stay out of foul trouble and whatnot. But their concern wasn't me or any individual on our team as much as it was getting out on the other end, shooting threes and fast breaking.
Where do you put the frustration level?
Very high. You know, it's tough. It's tough to get to 500. We haven't been anything since. So we have to figure it out. You know, it's time to show what our group's made of, and just gotta look forward to Wednesday.
Do you understand how frustrated KG might be at this point?
Oh, for sure. You know, that's a champion. So when you've been a champion and you know what the feeling of that, it's very frustrating. I'm sure. You know, I haven't talked to him about it tonight, but I'm sure it's very frustrating.
You had a pretty good view of him and Dwight Howard kind of going out a little bit there. So what did you see in that whole sequence?
It escalated so quick. I don't see what. There's no hard foul. You know, I have to. I'm sure it'll be replayed a lot tonight on SportsCenter, but I didn't see anything that was dirty until the punch. You know.
Were you surprised that he? I mean, he was pretty heated. He wanted to kind of go out on it. But you seen him that excited before, that kind of angry?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin's a passionate player. He's always on edge, and that's what's made him great. And you know, I thought the whole thing to me was you know, something out of nothing. But you know, those are the games you really want to. After that, it'd be good to come out and get a win. You know, come out of that. You know, Kevin did a lot for us, got us going, and then those are the kind of games as a team you want to win, and we didn't do that.
Mason, I know you're not exactly a three-point shooter, but you guys have been really struggling from out there all
Right.
season. I mean, have you seen anything besides missing open shots you guys have?
Yeah, I think rhythm threes. I know Coach Hollins has said it a couple times to y'all, but sometimes we pass on the ones that are open, and then we'll take the ones that are guarded. So it sounds simple, but we have to get a rhythm with our threes. We have to, you know, whatever that is within the offense and transition, guys have to figure out, you know, when to let it go and when to put it on the floor and when to pass it.
Has Lionel's demeanor changed at all over the course of the past couple of weeks? If so, how?
No, I mean, he's a professional. He's coaching us to win, and you know, he's been encouraging because you know, nobody likes going through a stretch like this. So he's trying to stay positive and do whatever he can to help us win.
A couple minutes ago, he said that he could sense that. He said he himself was a bit frustrated.
Yeah.
Is that something that you notice at all from him?
If he is, he doesn't show it. I think we're showing it enough as players. We just have to get better, man. Thanks, guys.
I mean, we're all pretty frustrated. You know, it's just at a high degree. You know, 6-game, you know, losing streak. We had fought to get, you know, to 500, and ever since, you know, the game in Miami, we just, you know, it hasn't been the same for whatever reason. So, you know, when you're going through a bad phase, you know, the hardest thing to do is get out of it. So, you know, we just got to stick together, keep fighting, and we get out of it.
Joe, have you noticed anything? I know we've talked about a lot, but three-point shooting has been such a struggle lately for the entire team. Have you noticed anything that's caused some of those difficulties?
I think, you know, the ball's moving, you know, great. We're getting great looks. We just haven't been making a lot of shots, and you know, we just got to be a little bit more dominant. You know, I think in the paint. You know, us as guards getting in the paint, finishing, making plays for the bigs, and that's kind of where it has to start.
Joe, what's going through your mind when you see KG and Dwight going at it like that in the first quarter?
You know what? It wasn't surprising that it was probably going to be, you know, a bit physical. You know, I mean, because KG's a competitor, and you know, I'm sure, you know, it's tough, you know, guarding Dwight at times. And, you know, maybe Dwight gets frustrated at times, but it's not surprising. I think the most surprising thing was kind of, you know, how things kind of played out, you know, especially with KG getting kicked out the game. But, you know, it happens. You know, we'll move forward from this and we'll just try to continue to get better.
KG's last season, 20 years in the league, hasn't been on a losing team in a long time. Do you sense he's getting more frustrated by these circumstances?
Yeah. You know, it's not only KG. You know, I'm sure it's probably everybody in this room has been frustrated. And, you know, we're just trying to find ways to where we all can contribute and help this team win. And obviously it's been tough the past 6 games. So, you know, we just got to continue to try to help one another, man. And I'm sure eventually we get out of it.
Was it a surprise that Howard was able to stay and not KG?
Yeah, it was a surprise. But, you know, I'm not the ref or person who dictates that, so I don't know.
Just characterize this one in the kind of direction where things have been headed as of late.
It has been positive. It got away from us. You know, we did it 1 minute and the next we're just out of it. You know, we can't give up. You know, we got a lot of games left.
What do you kind of hold your hat on or lead you to believe that you guys can turn things around at this point?
You know, we've done it before. Like I said last game, it's been a very up and down season, but you know, at least there's been an up part. You know, we've done it before.
Did you get a look at what happened with the Garnett Howard situation and what unfolded there with that altercation?
No, I didn't see it there, honestly. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go home and watch it.
You get ready for Memphis. Obviously, they've been playing so well lately. What do you in terms of what you can do to try and slow them down and just the approach?
You know, we're gonna have to go out and be tough, play together, really play as a team, move the ball from side to side. You know, we know they're tough defensively, and we've gotten lots better offensively. And they're clicking. You know, we got to do self-paced ticket. We got to do the job against their bigs. We know that they get a lot done.
Brook, you've taken a lot more shots from like the mid-range area than in years past. Why is that?
I think it's just the way things have been working out. You know, I'm confident in doing that.
Do you feel more comfortable shooting outside than in right now?
You know, I wouldn't say that. Okay. I think it's just kind of the way things have gone.
That's where Lionel wants you, or is that just
I don't know. You know, I don't know what the answer would be, but when I feel out there, I feel if the sets were running, that's the situation. I think I'm going to have to focus more being out there when Joe's in the post runners and just crashing after, you know, reading when I can go crash the boards or when I need to get back.
Thanks, Brook.
Thank you.
Can you just talk a little bit about how frustrating the past couple of weeks have been for you guys and the team?
I mean, it's been frustrating. We're losing. No one likes losing. And, you know, fortunately, we're not quitters. We need to keep getting working and keep going.
All right, thanks.